Mario's first appearance was in the arcade game Donkey Kong, but even then, something about Mario seemed off. Most people that just played the game for fun would likely overlook it. This is how people think the story goes. A big ape steals Mario's girlfriend, and he has to get her back. It sounds reasonable in theory, but have you ever thought, why did Donkey Kong steal the woman? Based on stories that we have watched, like King Kong, we would not question it. But you know what people say about assuming. Now, here is the real story. Mario was Donkey Kong's master, and he abused Donkey Kong for entertainment. That's what gave him the motivation to break out and take Mario's girlfriend. But you may ask, how do you know that Mario is Donkey Kong's master? Well, from the theory.
I give you Donkey Kong Circus from the Game & Watch Gallery, the prequel to the original Donkey Kong, where we see Jumpman's side business, where he just so happens to be running a circus show, and the star attraction, Donkey Kong. DK juggling pineapples and avoiding fireballs, all while balancing atop a barrel. Made to look like a fool, forced to burn his hands, scolded and laughed at when missing a pineapple, clearly not the proper way for a great ape to be treated. A master willfully putting his pet into uncomfortable situations, physically injuring them with fire, laughing at and humiliating them. Mario's lucky that the Tanuki suit is the only thing that got PETA's attention. Oh, but dear theorists, we've only just begun. If we're talking Mario's predilection for animal abuse, we don't even need to troll the obscure reaches of the Game & Watch Gallery. Mario doesn't do much to hide his violent tendencies.
In the wake of Donkey Kong's actions, Mario punishes him and his child in Donkey Kong Jr.
He tears Donkey Kong away from his son, cages him up, and then uses a whip to defend his prize. In the final screen, Mario even whips birds to do his bidding. But what's worse than his treatment of the adult Kong is his abuse of the younger ape. Think about what we're seeing here. Mario is forcing a baby monkey to cheat death in order to rescue his father. Just look at the utter distress and fear on that poor ape's young face. In the third screen, he uses a lever to actively try to electrocute DK Jr. Let me reiterate that point. Mario, this icon of gaming, paragon of heroism, tries to electrocute a baby monkey for rescuing his father. A father who is put in danger and humiliated in a circus show run by a red-wearing carpenter who wields a whip. This is the behavior that we have ignored and overlooked, dear gamers, and this is the information that Nintendo has been happy to silently sweep under the rug. But wait, that's not all. We're pulling all the skeletons out of the closet this time.
Mario is also an equal opportunity animal abuser, because he also abuses insects, like the Wigglers, sweet, innocent creatures that never show any violence toward him. So what does our hero do? He destroys their homes and then proceeds to jump on their heads, compacting them to the afterlife. From this point of view, Mario is no better than a little kid burning ants with a magnifying glass. But that's not it. Yoshi too.
Learn in the beginning of Yoshi's Island that these cute dinos are responsible for saving Mario's life. To recap, a stork drops baby Mario, who, as luck would have it, lands safely on the back of a Yoshi. The rest of the game has a team of Yoshis risking their lives to reunite the baby with his kidnapped brother, then delivering the two back to their parents. A cute story, right? Heartwarming. Gets you right there. Well, fast forward to adult Mario, hopping once more atop his trusted and loyal friend to save the day and... wait, he just punched him. Look again. Mario punches the Yoshis to get them to extend their tongue. You can even see the Yoshi flinch before it happens. He is physically beating this animal to get it to do what he wants it to do. And let's not forget that Mario will drop a Yoshi into a pit without hesitation, just to get a couple extra inches out of his jump. A pit that, time and time again, has clearly been shown to result in death. Once again, we don't just see animal abuse, we see family abuse. Lest we forget, this is Yoshi, the same creature who had to deal with this and this to keep baby Mario safe. These tender-hearted dinosaurs are practically family, and what do they get? A punch and a pit. Disposable like tissues. If only they had fed that obnoxious baby to a piranha plant, the Mushroom Kingdom would be a happier and safer
Speaking of
place.
abusing family, Luigi is on the receiving end too. Let's stop and look at how Mario treats his brother.
Now, stop for a minute and look at this guy. He's an adorable coward, an awkward wannabe hero who thinks the world of his brother. Look at the way he reacts at the end of Luigi's mansion when he sees his brother is safe. Even though it's told mostly through gestures and goofy sounds, his joy is moving. Without doubt, Luigi is one of the sweetest, most genuine characters in gaming. In Paper Mario, you can read his secret diary, which goes on and on for pages about how much he admires Mario, how much he wishes he could go on these adventures, how he's asked over and over to be included on the next big quest. And what we read is that Mario has crushed those dreams, crushed them like the thousands of Goombas he's crushed under his fat Italian weight, denying his brother any chance of fulfilling his dreams, of living a happy life. But it gets worse than sheer neglect. Look at the ending of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Luigi flies in, offers Mario and Peach room in his balloon, and then they just fly off without him. They don't acknowledge his existence, they don't thank him, they don't invite him to fly with them, they just flat out ignore him. He is less than the Koopa remnant on the bottom of Mario's shoes. Luigi doesn't get any thanks at the end of Mario is Missing either. After Luigi's completed this quest, Mario just strolls out and stands there. Stands there, no thank you, no nothing, just staring at his brother like, I hope you liked the lamest adventure in our franchise, bro, cause that's the most you're ever going to get. But what's disgusting, and I mean disgusting, is Mario's behavior at the end of Mario Power Tennis. Yeah, we're pulling out the real obscure games to get to the heart of this jacket. Does it sound like I'm fired up? Yeah, cause I'm fired up. I am angry that I have been deceived by this sleazeball plumber for decades. That I have called him a hero. That I have been his fanboy. Here's why. In Mario Power Tennis, if Luigi wins, this is what happens. He celebrates. For once, this perpetual player 2, this second fiddle gets his chance in the spotlight. People are cheering for him. A stadium full of people are celebrating Luigi. He's holding a trophy, and what does Mario do? The brother who Luigi would love the approval of more than anything else, what does he do? Walks up to him, applauding, laughing, slaps him on the back, and then grinds his shoe into his brother's foot, stands there, and grinds it in. Still smiling, still laughing. He's so unfeeling, so bereft of love or affection for anything or anyone, even his own brother. He's unwilling to let Luigi have even this smallest of victory in a game that no one cares about. And look at Luigi. His moment of glory is ruined. A brother he thought would be proud of him in this moment of victory instead trashes upon it. It flies completely against everything Luigi has ever associated with his brother, and the look on his face proves it. He's confused, he's bewildered, and we should be too. We've been lied to, and if nothing else I've talked about today shows Mario's disturbing, cruel nature, this moment, this willingness to smile in your face while doing something completely awful and selfish shows how evil he is. And you know what? There's more. Lots more. Besides torturing monkeys, besides destroying the homes of animals, beyond beating and killing dinosaurs, and beyond being a cruel, heartless brother, Mario's sins continue.
Mario also shows callous behavior towards his girlfriend Princess Peach. This happens when he invites another woman, his ex no less, to the ribbon cutting of a new toy line. But Peach is nowhere to be seen.
Before you leave waves of comments about this being either before or after a Peach Mario celebrity breakup, timelines agree that the MVDK series takes place around the same time as New Super Mario and Super Mario RPG, a point in time when Mario is very clearly committed to the Princess in Pink. And even if you don't believe in Mario timelines, Nintendo has gone on record saying that this DK is an ancestor to this one. So clearly some time has passed with these two maintaining a very close relationship. Sorry, Peach. Looks like Mario may be having his cake and eating it too. Aha! But
Now, let's show another clip of Mario and Daisy. But you may say, wait, Daisy is Luigi's girlfriend. Well, you may want to think again.
Daisy may be Luigi's girl now, but everyone seems to forget her origin story. Princess of Sarasaland, she made her first appearance in Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. And yes, while the manual and promotional material may bill this as Mario saving just another princess out of the kindness of his heart, there's no denying what you see in the final scene of the game. "Oh, Daisy, Daisy," he cries out when seeing her. Now, I'm sorry, but that's not how a friend greets another friend. Names only get repeated in romantic settings. Need more proof? Boom! That heart tells you everything you need to know about what's going on here. And once again, timelines list this game as occurring right after this. So very clearly, this is still very much a thing. And wait, this also means that, once again, we see Luigi getting the shaft. Mario dates a woman, tosses her aside, still expects her to play golf with them, and Luigi is left with the sloppy seconds. The hand-me-downs. The girl apparently not good enough to stay in Mario's little harem. So if Mario's crimes against animals and family aren't good enough, it seems he's also an adulterous plumber who can't keep his plunger in his pants. And while crimes of the heart are indeed serious, his ultimate betrayal is against the very people he's trying to protect. The denizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario is a murderer. Murderer. This is a story from the original Super Mario Brothers. Quote, it's here somewhere. The kingdom was invaded by the Koopa, black magic, there we go. The quiet, peace-loving mushroom people, aka toads, were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even field horsehair plants, whatever that is, blah-de-blah-de-blah. The only one who can undo the magic is the Princess Toadstool. There you have it. Each and every brick you shatter is someone you were supposed to be saving. And the game takes it one step further, rewarding you for killing them, giving you points for each and every block you smash. Earning points for killing people? That's what happens when you play the anti-hero. Games like GTA, Overlord, Prototype, not Mario Brothers. And if the original games were bad, look at his behavior with a Mega Mushroom. Look at his utter lack of concern for anything in his way, knowing full well that each and everything in front of him is an actual resident of the kingdom. He even celebrates his massacre when he finishes. And while we're talking about his murderous tendencies, let's talk for a minute about Mario's preferred method of delivering death: crushing. While the game makes it seem all for fun, it's pretty disturbing when you think about it. In fact, to prove the point, let's get morbid for a second here while I tell you a story. In Southeast Asia, as recently as the late 19th century, a popular form of execution was by elephant. One variation involved elephants trained to crush each and every limb of a prisoner's body that wasn't vital, shattering the arms and legs, letting the victim slowly suffer as long as possible before finally releasing its full weight onto the victim's head and chest, crushing the bones, spraying brains and viscera everywhere. Now, did that make you uncomfortable? Make you cringe? Could you see yourself being repulsed by that sort of thing? Good! Because it's normal for someone to react that way. You know who doesn't? Mario. In fact, he relishes in it, yipping and yee-hawing as he leaps from one flattened corpse to the next. He has no sense of guilt, no sense of remorse. Police officers forced to kill in the line of duty have second thoughts. Soldiers forced to kill on the battlefields often suffer from PTSD. Bad guys or no, Mario should be feeling something, anything other than joy, knowing that he's ending the existence of so many living creatures. You know who else doesn't have any remorse for their crimes? The Joker, Hannibal Lecter, Mr. Hyde, Ted Bundy, Lumberjack Dexter. These are all men with antisocial personality disorder, actual psychopaths, and Mario fits right in. They're all men characterized by their inability to form attachments or have any real empathy for others, despite being charming and personable on the outside. They hold steady jobs, even have families, girlfriends, but can be impulsive and sexually promiscuous. They're manipulative. They learn to mimic emotions, despite their inability to feel them. They appear normal, happy in every sense, and yet they ruthlessly prey on everyone and everything around them, sacrificing their safety, having no remorse for their actions. Deep down, they're arrogant. And to bring it all the way back around to where these two videos first started, oftentimes the first sign of someone with antisocial personality disorder is their cruelty toward animals.
Every single crime that we have talked about thus far fits into the diagnosis of animal abuse, carelessness towards family members, unfaithful in love, and a remorseless murderer. I can definitively say that Mario has antisocial personality disorder. Behind that fake Nintendo smile and perfectly happy, "It's me," is a monster. He is a man that has proven to be a threat to every person and thing around him. The end.